And welcome back. Well, these dogs, Jasmine and Porter, are looking good in their winter boots, but it's not just a fashion statement. They really do a good job protecting their paws from the cold, ice, and salt that comes with those winter walks. So we've hit a mild stretch of the winter, but we're certainly not out of the woods for another cold snap.
So how can you keep your dogs and cats safe in the cold? You want to know. Jill DeGrave is here with the Wisconsin Humane Society with some helpful advice, and we want to get to that in a second. But first, you got to see this little sweetheart. I mean, is she adorable? Or
she
what?
really is, darling.
Look at how she's sitting. I mean, oh my gosh, she's so cute. Now, is she always going to be that chill?
Probably not. I mean, she's a young puppy. She's about 3 months old, but she's a combination of Labrador and Pointer. Both are active dogs.
Very smart dogs,
they're
too.
smart. They require a lot of exercise. And you would never know it by the way she's hanging out here. But I'm sure that she's, you know, she'll get into a home, get used to the routine, and she will just be a true love. But she will require exercise and training.
How big will she be, do you think?
She's not huge, and she's about 3 months old, so I'm guessing probably 40, 50 pounds.
Oh, her markings are so...
Oh, they are.
With her eyes here, you're a little sweetheart.
And
her name is Savannah?
Her name is Savannah. She has 2 litter mates, came from an overcrowded shelter, so now she's finding a home in our community, and she's going to be awesome. I mean, she's going to be a lot of fun.
Her little spots on her front legs. I mean, she's really beautiful.
She's falling asleep.
Oh my
she
gosh.
loves to like put her head on your hand and just chill out.
Oh,
look at that.
Oh my gosh, she needs a good home. Look at her.
You have to keep your hand there.
I know.
Adorable.
You feel kind of guilty pulling it out, don't
Savannah, I love you.
I know, isn't she great?
So cute. Well, we were kind of looking at those like booties for puppies and things like that, and dogs. You know, when it comes to winter weather, what do we need to know about safety for our pets? Because here, you know, yeah, cute, funny, like, oh, look at their boots, but they really do have a purpose too.
Oh, they do. They totally do. You know, the salt that is put down to melt the ice, and that's very irritating to dogs' paws. So if you take your dog out, you'll notice that they'll lift their paws up, and it also can be ingested if they try to lick it off their paws. But the cold weather's really tough on them. Plus, when they're running around in the snow playing, they get snowballs in between the pads of their feet, and they want to bite those out. The boots are wonderful. They're really a safety net. They do take a little getting used to, I have to say.
I was going to say, will most dogs wear them?
Most dogs initially will raise their paw like, oh my gosh, what's on my feet? And it may take a little coaxing. Some will take to it, but I would guess the majority, you have to get out the treats and coax them to walk in them. Once they're used to them, it's totally fine. It's just that initial getting used to stage.
What about cats who like to go outside?
Well, we do know that we should keep our cats inside, and we do have tips if people want to make their indoor-outdoor cat an indoor cat, which we suggest. But if they are outside during this, when it's bitterly cold, like we've had and we probably will have in the upcoming months, try to keep them inside as best as possible. Not only is the cold weather dangerous, but also there's so many other dangers to cats if they're running free outside. If you can't, and you do have a cat that's hanging out, that's an outdoor cat, try to provide either a garage. If you have a barn, make sure they can get in, or provide maybe a little dog house lined with straw, because any kind of blankets would absorb moisture and probably freeze. But well insulated, plenty of food. If you have you can heat a dish like you do for birds. You can heat a bird bath. Try to do that and get them through the really cold spell.
Okay. How about for walking dogs? Are there any tips in terms of just your daily walks?
Well, when it's really bitterly cold, below 0 wind chills, just go out to let your dog relieve themselves. Avoid the walks. And if they don't go and they're just focusing on it's so cold out here, I can't go, you know, bring them in, warm them up, give it a couple of tries, and you might want to just kind of let it go a little longer till there's more of an urgency on the dog's part, so when they go out, they're going to go right away. It's tough weather when and I always feel badly when I see animals that may be lost, or you think about stray animals out there. It is tough when it's that cold out. So if anybody sees an animal that is stray, call Milwaukee Area Domestic Animal Control or maybe the local police for tips on what to do.
Great.
Good information. If you're interested in Savannah, and she's a sweetheart,
Snapping.
or some of the other wonderful pets they have available for adoption, you can reach the Wisconsin Humane Society by calling 414-ANIMALS or going to wihumane.org. Always great to see you, Jill.
Thanks, you
Thanks,
too.
Savannah. Sleepy.
She's a sleepy.